Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jocelyn and today I'm starting a new series. As I've mentioned, I have recently moved, and when I say recently I mean 2 months ago have moved, but I finally cleaned up this room. This room being the studio slash office slash extra space that Joey and I have decided to dedicate to all of our creative things. And I've definitely overrun it with all of my art supplies. Throughout the process of moving and needing to pack up all my supplies and move them to a new location and try to reorganize them, I realized that I have a lot of art supplies, and that's great. However, I need to do more art. I tend to go like craft supply shopping for fun, and I get these ideas for different projects that I want to do, and so I'll get all the materials for it, and then when I get home I either don't have the time to do it and so it sits around for a while until I have to do something else, or I just get scared. If you're a crafter or an artist or creative in any endeavor, I feel like you have to understand this, right? Like, it can't just be me. Like, I get nervous that the idea I have in my head is not something I can feasibly create with my hands. However, that's something I'm working on because it's not very productive to have anxiety about making art when the one thing that I like to do the most is make art. All that being said, I have a closet full of supplies, and so much so that things are spilling out of the closet. I've got an entire rack of supplies. I've got things on a bookshelf. I have a lot of things. And while I know that I'm going to continue doing specific projects, getting specific materials, and completing certain projects at different times, aka Halloween costumes, rent-fair costumes, different paintings, commission projects, things like that, I want to really motivate myself to start using up the supplies that I have, especially things that I have saved to recycle into artwork, things that I've thrifted, things that people have gifted me. I just want to use up a lot of these things and actually start making something with them instead of staring at them and feeling bad about not using them and then they just sit around and take up space. It is currently the end of May, and I have a goal that by the end of the year I will have made at least a little bit of a dent in this closet of supplies, that maybe some of the things on the floor will fit in the closet, or in general, things on the floor will get used up. Regardless, I want to minimize some of my supplies, so that is my goal. And I thought that doing a little series here on my channel where I exclusively use the supplies I already have to make something would be fun. And motivate myself to do it, and I can share it with you. So, welcome to the first episode of, I don't know what I'm gonna call this, you'll see in the title, but crafting with the things in my closet and trying to make up space. So, for my very first project, I want to sew something. I don't think I'm gonna do it in this room because I want to watch TV on the big screen, but I will gather up my supplies. I have an idea to make pillows. I have curtains in the living room with this fabric, and when I purchased the fabric to make those curtains, I happened to get some extra fabric. That is this fabric. I didn't really know how much fabric I had, but it's looking like I can make 2 fairly decent sized pillows if I kind of do them like this, and I would like them to be couch pillows so that they match the curtains. So, I've got my music note fabric. We're going to pretend like I don't have that much fabric in this drawer. Then I need sewing supplies, which I fear never made it back into the closet. That would be just like me to do. Sewing supplies aren't actually in here, so let's go find those, I guess. So it's the next day. I finished one pillow last night, and it took me until 9 o'clock, 9:30 at night. I spent like half an hour just stuffing this thing. But then I realized I had to make dinner for tonight.
Hello. What are you doing?
Making casserole for tomorrow. I forgot. And instead, I made one pillow. So I took a break and did not come back to this because I had to go to sleep. So I think I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea and then I'm gonna finish the other pillow. I do have it pinned from yesterday, but I have to stitch everything and stuff it. And then I'm done. really nice. I stuffed them a lot, so they are very dense pillows, but I'm hoping that, you know, as you sit on them and you fall asleep on them inevitably and they get squished around, that stuffing is gonna, you know, kind of break down a little bit and just settle a little bit more. But I definitely didn't want them to go flat, so I put a lot of stuffing in here. But regardless, I think they're super nice. I think they look good. I've made a lot of pillows like this with different material before. I've made these pillows out of old denim that I then painted on. These in particular are going a little flat. But I think that they turned out better than I kind of thought that they might. And they look really nice on the couch in my opinion. Again, they tie in with the curtains, and I got something out of my crafting closet, so this was a success for the first episode. So thank you for watching today's video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below on how you think the pillows turned out. Would you do a project like this for your own home? And if you haven't already and you would like to, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below to see more videos like this from me in the future. Thanks for watching!